And welcome back, everybody. We are happy to have you back here for the Critical Ops Circuit Season 5 North America Final Tournament. We are here with our second best of three for today. I'm your host, Cool Mark, joined by my co-host, Warren, and we have a very fun matchup between Elevate and Xenocide. One of them was a winner. Xenocide beat Dynamic Gaming 2-0 today in very close 13-12 matches. And that of Elevate, they unfortunately were not able to beat Underestimated, losing 13-3 on the map of Grounded. So a very one-sided matchup. And so we'll see these two teams face off in a best of three. One of them will be eliminated. One of them will face off against Underestimated. Might it be a rematch of that of Elevate versus Underestimated, or will Underestimated play that of Xenocide? Either way, I think it'll be very interesting given that Underestimated, they have played everyone but Elevate so far. So they've played Dynamic Gaming, they've played Xenocide, and we'll see what they play. They haven't played Xenocide. So we'll see who they end up playing tomorrow. But Warren, why don't we just walk through the final tournament, the main tournament, all the whole format of everything?
All right, Mark, let's get a quick recap on the tournament format for Critical Ops Circuit Season 5. FYI, right now we're in the consolation bracket of the final tournament, the tournament to decide who the big winner of Season 5 is. The way we got here is in the past few months, there were two open qualifier tournaments. Up to 64 teams could participate. The top 16 of those teams would advance on to main tournaments 1 and 2. And depending on placings in those two main tournaments, teams earned qualifier points for this weekend's final tournament. The four teams with the most qualifier points are the teams playing in the final tournament this weekend. And let's check out those teams and their points.
Yeah, we'll see the teams and the points here, but only one of these teams is now actually out of that picture. That is Dynamic Gaming. These top four team, number 4 is gone. They are no longer here, and so we'll be seeing Underestimated in the grand finals for sure, as they've won both of their best of ones. And we'll be seeing Elevate and Xenocide face it off today to see who will face Underestimated in the grand finals tomorrow. This is the second and third place team, but only a 4-round differential between these teams, and this has not been necessarily updated to show the latest matches with the round differential. But either way, these two teams are very stacked, and we can show you an updated bracket from this morning. This bracket is up to date as of right now, and what you'll be seeing here. So basically, you saw yesterday Elevate and Xenocide played off. Elevate won that one. Underestimated and Dynamic Gaming played. Underestimated won there, and today we saw Xenocide 2-0 Dynamic Gaming, like you just said, and then Underestimated beat Elevate 1-0, which leads us to the consolidation finals today. That will crown our second grand finalist. But Warren, what are they even playing for? They're playing so much Critical Ops, and maybe people are like, well, what even is the purpose of this? What is at stake?
As we are in the final tournament, Mark, prizes get big. The fourth place prize, which is assigned now to Dynamic Gaming, that has been decided, is $200 cash, 3,000 credits, and 10 premium cases. The third place prize, which will go to the loser of the best of 3 match we are about to play between Xenocide and Elevate, will be $500 of cash money, 3,000 credits, 10 event cases, and 10 premium cases. Tomorrow's final will decide first and second place between Underestimated and the winner of tonight's best of 3. Second place will get $800. First place will get $2,000, as well as a unique Circuit Season 5 champion skin, a skin that goes only to winners of the Circuit Season 5 final tournament. Not even devs will have this skin, and let's check it out.
Yeah, a gun that we've seen very frequently used throughout this main tournament so far, and the final tournament also, which is the one we're currently in, the M4. It's a Season 5 champion reward skin, and, Xenocide as well as Elevate, they both have won seasons in the past for their final tournament. So one of them will be adding to their tally, but we'll see which one it is, right? Maybe, well, actually, no, there's not even a guarantee because they're going to be fighting off for this, and this is only the consolidation finals. So one will be out of contention to be able to get that skin. We'll see here who places off Underestimated, right? Xenocide versus Elevate, a best of 3, and both of these teams have already played matches today. Xenocide playing a few more than that of Elevate, but we'll see what maps we end up playing. But first, let's take a look at the actual teams themselves. Xenocide, star-studded roster here, as you can see on the screen. They are very well known throughout most of us in the critical ops scene, right? The circuit season 3 winners as well. They dominated season 3, winning the main tournaments and the finals as well. And they have a 42 map win and 17 map loss rating. This has not necessarily been updated for the newest thing to reflect the fact that they have 2 more map wins versus that of Dynamic Gaming. So we'll have to see here if that changes, end up, being different later today. But Scott, Alus, Vape, Josh, Clutch, MVP, Triton, and Impact, all players with very high ratings and lots of maps played. And, who they did field today, well, we'll tell you, they did field earlier in the day, Scott, Vape, Alus, MVP, and Clutch. So those are the people that, the folks that you see that typically have the most maps, except for Alus. Alus is not there. Triton usually, I would say, is there more often, but or even Josh. Alus, one of the players that plays the least, but they still, under Alus, have a 100% win-loss ratio, right? So they have not won on the 10 maps that Alus has played, right? Add 2 to the tally. They've won every single one. So if they continue to lose Alus, maybe they'll continue to win. But Warren, on the other side of things, we have Elevate.
Elevate, another powerhouse, another classic name you hear in North America. They won the Season 4 North American Circuit Finals. They won the Season 5 main tournament number 1. They were the winners of Embers of Victory Season 2. They've been around for a while, and they've been winning the whole time. Croup, Agonized, Hoodie, Capo, Rap, Isaac, Clone, and Annoy. You can see by the numbers, spectacular win-loss ratios, spectacular kill-death ratios, all of the players in the roster contributing to a number of maps. So we're not sure who we're going to see this evening, which 5 players they'll field, but this is definitely a powerhouse versus a powerhouse tonight.
Yeah, and so finally we get into the map picks and bans. Warren, this is the exciting part. We will not be seeing Village. Unfortunately, Xenocide said, get this out of here. We've played Village enough last time around, and they did lose to Underestimated on Village, so they don't even want to play that one. Bureau's out of the map pool. We see Bureau pretty frequently, actually, but we will not be seeing Bureau today. Soar, actually, our first pick from Xenocide, and we have a little bit to talk about there from Xenocide. Plaza picked there from Elevate. Very, very interesting raid ban. So we just saw raid earlier today with that of Xenocide and Dynamic Gaming. Xenocide said we don't want to pick that again. It was too close for comfort. Canals is out, so we won't be seeing Canals. Grounded out as well. Port no longer. And Legacy are decided if we do go to map number 3. So Soar, Plaza, and Legacy. Warren, I think Soar is an interesting one because we have seen Soar pretty recently. We saw Soar yesterday, and that was Elevate, and they actually won that one versus Xenocide. And so now we're actually going to be seeing Xenocide pick it. They're confident enough that they picked it themselves on the map of Soar.
Yeah, that's a strong move from Xenocide. We're going to pick the map that you beat us on yesterday and beat you on it today, is what they're saying. And it also should be exciting because Soar behind Village has got to be the least popular map in professional play. We very rarely see Soar. We've been lucky to see it this weekend. Happy to see it again. It's not a common map. It's been very coalition-sided when we have seen it. So we should get to see some interesting strategies. A lot of pool abuse in the past has been the meta, or just 5 players hanging out near A long, waiting till there's no time left in the round and scrambling through gunfights to try and plant.
Yeah, I think Soar will be a very interesting one because Elevate are 7-0. They are undefeated on the map of Soar, and one of their tally victories comes in the form of against Xenocide from yesterday, right? So we'll see here, Xenocide are 2-2 on the map of Soar. Elevate are 7-0. Could Elevate extend this? Obviously, Xenocide say we're going to make ourselves 3-2, and we're going to have Elevate. We're going to hand them their first loss, essentially, is what they're trying to say here. Xenocide, though, I think have a strong pick on Plaza. They are 8-1 on Plaza. Elevate are also still good, 6-4, but not as strong as 8-1. So I think then if Xenocide wins Soar, I think it's going to be a 2-0 because I think Soar is shown to be very, very well played by Elevate, but if they lose it, they don't have as good of a record on the map of Plaza. And then on Legacy, I mean, that's a toss-up. Xenocide have played once on Plaza, and they've won it once. And Elevate have played it 5 times, and they are a toss-up as well. 3 wins, 2 losses. So it's not necessarily decided on Legacy. If we do trade maps, then Legacy could very well be a toss-up. Xenocide have less time played on it, but they've obviously shown success. Same with Elevate. So our first map of Soar, Warren, what thoughts do you have on maybe who's going to take it, what direction it's going to go, and how close it's going to be?
It's tough to say. If Xenocide doesn't win Soar, we're going to look back and say that it was a suicidal decision to choose
Yep.
that map. But regardless of the map pick, we just saw Elevate get stomped earlier today in a best of one against Underestimated. Elevate, a great team, a team that wins a lot, has won a lot in the past, has been winning a lot lately. But if they play tonight like they did earlier today, they probably don't have enough to take down Xenocide, who, by the skin of their teeth, with great tenacity, just barely got past Dynamic Gaming in a best of three, 2-13-12 wins. I think from what we've seen earlier today, right now Xenocide is playing better than Elevate. There's been about a 2.5 hour break between games, so we may see something tonight that we didn't see earlier today, but right now it looks like Xenocide.
Yeah, and Zenith have had a little bit longer of a break, right? They played early in the day, so they've had a few more hours than that of Elevate, right? Elevate had to wait a little bit just to lose their one game that they played, and now that's where we are here in the best of three consolidation finals. So, Warren, who do you think is going to take map number one before we, get into interviews or anything of the sort?
Oh gosh, I've still, despite everything I've just said, I've kind of got to give it to Elevate. I mean, they're 7-0 on that map. They beat Xenocide on that map yesterday. That's their map. Unless Elevate just plays poorly for some reason, I don't know what Xenocide is thinking picking it.
Yeah, I think this should be pretty interesting. So yeah, I think it'll be an interesting pick to say the least. I actually do think we might have gotten it switched up. I think Elevate did pick Soar. I think Xenocide did pick Plaza. So we might have gotten our own little, graphic switched up. But either way, I think this should be a good one. I think Xenocide are gonna maybe not take it, but be a little bit closer. Yesterday's matchup, I believe, was 9-13. So I think it might go like 10 or even 11-13. But I think still that Elevator are going to take this map because they are 7-0, like you mentioned. So we'll see if they go 8-0 or if Xenocide will take away their first loss for that of Elevate. Either way, I think we're going to go to an interview and enjoy the speech from Rap from Elevate.
Hello everyone, I am Manthus, and today I'm being joined by Rap from Team Elevate. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How about you?
Doing fantastic. And to get us kicked off with this interview, why don't you go ahead and let all the viewers know a little bit about yourself and your team?
All right, so my name is Shlomi, but y'all know me as Rap. And pretty much I've been playing with these guys for a while. We won last circuit, we won MES, so pretty sure we know what we're doing. So, yeah.
All right, well, we like to hear you guys were the previous circuit champions, so obviously I think you guys are going to be pretty strong going into this. So obviously you just said you won the last one, but can you tell us how you did in the first two main tournaments for this circuit?
To be honest, I don't know how they did in the first one because I was rarely playing. But, in the second one, my team did kind of terrible. So nothing new, though. I can't 1v5 all the time. I saw it coming, so yeah.
In the first main tournament, though, Elevate did win, correct?
Yes, they did.
All right, so at least they have, that first main tournament, on the board for them. They should at least be able to, have a little confidence going into these finals. So one question I want to know for you, and I guess a lot of people watching as well also want to know, is how would you say your team generally practices before the circuit matches? Like, are you guys running some sort of drills or something like that? Like, how do you guys get prepared going into the finals of circuit?
I'm gonna keep it a $150 with you right now, bro. I only hop on for tournaments. The team be scrimming a lot though without me, so yeah, that's how they practice, just scrimming a lot, I guess.
So you personally don't practice a lot with them, but you think the rest of the team does a lot more in-depth practice and
Oh,
scrimming and
oh yeah,
stuff like
for
that.
sure. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah.
I usually don't hear that from a lot of people, like, oh, I only get on for tournaments, I don't practice with them. So it's interesting to see if your chemistry, like how well it is with them. But anyways, if you could give one piece of advice to a player who basically wants to go pro and like be competing in circuit and stuff like that, what would you basically tell them they should do to get on that level as you guys?
I'm gonna say just try to talk to a lot of pros first and get to know them so you can get more involved in the scene. And then at the same time, just work on your gameplay, just like get better at the game.
All right, so getting better at your aim and talking our pros are probably the two things you would say.
Yeah.
Is there a reason you say speaking with pros is something that they should do?
So you can learn new things and just like get more involved, just try to meet new people and you'll, just get your way in there somehow.
Yeah, like get a name for yourself, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well that makes sense. So I guess getting your name out there can help a lot of people to go pro. So that's some good
Yeah.
advice. Um, and then we're starting to wrap this up, but I do want to know if you make it to the finals, which other team do you think is going to advance to the finals with you?
I'm gonna say UE because, bro, they play like 24/7. They just practice the game a lot. So yeah, them.
You think they're putting in the most amount of practice out of all the NA teams right now?
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
All right, well, I guess we'll have to see if they end up making to the finals and also if Elevate can end up being there as well to respond with them. And I've got one final question for you before we wrap up this interview. So I want to know who's one player you look up to or respect?
Um, I don't really look up to no players because there's no one like to look up to when you're the best already. So I know people be looking up to me now, especially Minty. I know damn well he looking up to me right now. No, like literally, he's like 5'2". So yeah,
All right, well, thank you for coming out to this interview and good luck to your team
yeah.
in the finals.
Thank you.
Rap is very bold in his interview. I think some of you may have heard this yesterday. He's saying there's no one to look up to when we're the best. Your team lost 3-13 versus underestimated, and Rap, you went 7-15. I'm just stating the facts, okay? You say you're the best, you got to prove it on the server. And today, maybe they'll prove it on the server versus Xenocide, but earlier, they did not prove it against underestimated. So maybe underestimated practice, maybe it's justified. Maybe you do got to hop on more than just for circuits. But either way, I'm done with my talk. I think we're going to get into the knife round here, ladies and gentlemen. You want to see them, and you want to see the players here. Can Rap live up to his word? Can Elevate win? Or will Xenocide continue their streak of dominance that they had from Season 3? Will they go on further to rematch against that of Underestimated? Who knows? We'll see it right now as we get into the knife round here. You can see Elevate on the Breach side and that of Xenocide on the Coalition side. So, Warren, this will be a very exciting knife round and matchup on Soar. We saw it yesterday, and obviously the fact that I think we have it corrected now, Elevate pick Soar, that makes a little bit more sense now.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense. And these knife rounds, they do decide who starts on which side, which, has some relevance as to who can build early momentum, especially on a very coalition-sided map like Soar. What I'd really like to see is whoever plays on the Breach side to play it aggressively. We know that pool abuse works. We know that B mid is almost impossible to penetrate safely. But there's a lot of things you can do on A long. You can smoke off Office and take a duel. You can smoke off either side of A long and take the duel on the opposite side. And once you've chased a player off of A long, you have a lot of information control between Office and the A site on the back of the map. You really force the Coalition to make some decisions. And yesterday what we saw, especially with Elevate on their Coalition side, wow, I've never seen a knife round won by defuse before.
Yeah, I think Elevate won that. That was certainly interesting. I don't think you're supposed to plant the bomb on the knife round, but I think Elevate had more people alive at the end of it. I'm not exactly sure how we'll rule that. Either way, might we see another knife round? Maybe. Might we see Elevate pick? Maybe. Who knows? Either way, it's getting to the end of the day for a lot of people here. So maybe their brain cells are also dwindling a little bit. But either way, we'll get on into this one. Soar, Plaza, and Legacy, map number 1 of this best of 3 that is going to be very impactful to see who plays off versus underestimated in the grand finals. So ladies and gentlemen, this should be pretty exciting. I think it'll be very fun to see what ultimately ends up happening on. So yeah, this should be good. And once the teams are ready, then we will see what ends up happening. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. Elevate Xenocide, a matchup that we have seen quite a few times before, I would say. And I think Xenocide are going to start on the Breach side, Elevate on the Coalition side.
Well, we saw a lot of yesterday when Elevate played Xenocide on Soar. was Xenocide 5 stacking either near pool or near A long, and Elevate happy to concede that territory, to concede all of the long areas of the map on either side, and simply put crossfires at the choke points entering the A bomb site.
Here we go. Here's the big fight here. Clutch wins that first duel against Clone, and Xenocide already on the bomb site with the bomb plant. Troop unable to really make any inroads on this retake yet. The smoke really blocked them off. They are so close to each other. Within proximity, they could sneeze and they would know where each other are. But right now, it's going to be a quick play. Xenocide really mopping this one up, and they get the bomb plant and the kills. Elevate unable to convert on the pistol round, unable to retake the bomb site for the defuse, and Xenocide are very happy with that. A bomb plant and a win from the entire pistol round.
Yeah, Mark, that simple smoke grenade really opened up the very lightly defended bomb site, and Xenocide just walked in and planted after a single kill. And great start for them. Like, once again, this is a coalition-sided map, and they're likely to pick up the first 2 rounds.
3 AR-15s, 1 or 2 AKs. So, Xenocide are making more use of the AR-15s, I would say. More so than other teams as well. And they have been interesting to see how they will utilize the scope. I'm not sure if they have been using it a lot, but Clutch already finds that first frag onto Isaac, and, well, Agonize, I think they are going to pile themselves onto this B site in hopes of a big B play from Xenocide, and it looks like it might be that way. Scott finds Clone and Rap. Well, he could get some good damage if he... Yeah, there's 1 kill on the Clutch, and I think they're aware now. Hey, let's take the bomb all the way over towards A instead, and Josh might just be the one to slow them down. Yes, he does take down Agonized, and now just down to Rap.
And Rap is pinned. He's not going anywhere. That A bomb site plant is going to go off for free, and there's really no safe way for Rap with an FP6 to exit the B bomb site, and their Triton does finally get the kill.
Yeah, and it's smart, too, for Xenocide to go to the other bomb site to get the bomb plant as well, because everyone gets extra money there. So getting a bomb plant in a round is always beneficial for the breach site, at least.
And Xenocide hanging on to these AR-15s. Here's Vape, and already seeing a different look from them. They're splitting up the map. They've got 3 around mid and pool, still playing very slowly, and 2 around A long. And what you see from the players around A long, when I say playing slowly, they're not even peeking up A long. They're just standing on the umbrella, waiting. What Xenocide is doing right now is waiting. Not even waiting out smokes. They're just burning time. About 40 seconds into the round now. Besides a few pre-fires into the B site from mid, there's been no information exchange. Xenocide doesn't know where Elevate is. Finally, some contact.
Yeah. There we go. Josh, as well as Clutch, they, able to get some kills. Troop does fall, but Clutch as well. So 2-0 is the scoreline. Xenocide will have to make a move with 40 seconds left on the clock. It seems like they might head over towards B with the bomb, or A towards the bomb, actually. And yeah, there we go. Rap taken out. Scott comes in with the AR-15, and, well, the defense looks like it's crumbling a little bit, but Agonize still on the bomb site. They still have to get onto A, and with only 20 seconds left, as long as Isaac and Clone can stop them, but it looks like Agonize won't be able to do anything with Isaac as well, and the bomb will go down at the end of the day. Xenocide looking strong to start, and a 1 versus 4 has to come out of Clone, and it doesn't look likely now, as it is Scott to do some good damage at least. He did not get the kill, but Clone actually almost gets 2. Tagged Josh down very low, and that could have been a 1 versus 4, but it's not meant to be. Xenocide 3 rounds in a row now, and Elevate. We'll still have money to buy out, but Xenocide are starting to gain a little bit of a lead.
Yeah, 3 rounds early on. It's great news for Xenocide against Elevate on their best map, on their undefeated map. That being Elevate's undefeated map. And again, we see more of the same strategy. We saw a lot of this yesterday. Xenocide is going to burn the clock. I'm not certain why.
Oh, Rap now taking some big damage over from Bathrooms. You can see Xenocide is making good progress over towards A. They are mainly stuck over towards the restroom, so you can see Josh on the other side of the map has been doing well for Xenocide, but if anything, I think he might try and flank out over towards B bomb site. Because the bomb is slowly making its way on over towards B right now, and Josh will be the lurk. He's just trying to cut off rotations. And Troop right now, he knows that they're coming on through. Clutch now with his teammates. Scott does find one, and well, Troop might go in to defuse the bomb, or at least deny the bomb plant, but no. Clutch trades out his teammate Scott, and now just down to a 2 versus 4 already. Elevate, you're seeing a swap of player. We'll see who Annoy ends up taking the place of, but Clutch does take down Agonize as he takes Triton off of the map, and now just down to Rap. The 1 versus 3 has to come through, and I don't know if Rap is up for the task. 1 and 3 for him in a 1 versus 3. And he does not even find the first kill. Clutch is able to take him out. So Annoy now, I think, might come in and swap out for someone. Who's it going to be? And that's Rap. Rap is gone. So Annoy takes Rap's spot on Elevate. And Annoy has been performing well. We have seen Annoy do quite good stuff. He has similar amount of maps played to Rap, but he will be joining in now. And we'll see how this affects Xenocide as they are still 4-0 up. And once again, Elevate. This is their map pick, so obviously they have something prepared, or else they would not have gotten this far in the game. But I think Xenocide looking very strong to start right now on Soar.
And as you mentioned earlier, Mark, we usually see Triton instead of Eluse playing for Xenocide, and Triton is in the game in the server now. Eluse is not. Despite his 100% win rate across 10 maps, Triton is here. And it seems so far to be going well for Xenocide. Xenocide again. 50 seconds on the clock. No movement.
Yeah, I was about to say, these are slow rounds coming out here from Xenocide. Scott does take a kill onto Annoy, and Josh answers back as well. Troop, can he find 2? No, only 1. Vape shuts him out, and so 2 versus 4. And though these rounds have been slow, they've been very effective for Xenocide, burning time off the clock and ultimately just picking them off one by one. Agonize out of the round as well. Just down to Clone with the M4. He does find Josh, and they know he's coming out from mid. And they should be able to stop him out right now. He does get smoked off, but Vape will shut out Clone. And so 5-0 now. Xenocide looking very strong here on the map of Soar.
Absolutely not the expected start. The team I would not have predicted to win. On the side, I would not have predicted anyone to get many rounds on. That 5-0 round advantage from the breach side for Xenocide. We did see Elevate lose badly earlier today. They're playing the same defaults that we saw a lot of yesterday that were very effective yesterday. You see Agonized here on A long. If he gets contact, he probably won't take a duel. He'll probably fall back immediately to the A bomb site and relay that information to his teammates. Annoy in the office. Same as yesterday. And again, same as the last 4 rounds. There's a minute left on the clock. Xenocide has done almost nothing.
It's the same strategy they've been working with the entire game, just slowly biding time off the clock, forcing Elevate to use their utility. And you can see Clone is the only one that has any nades from Elevate. Xenocide still have some, and they're using them right now. So you can see they're executing out over towards A. And well, it's working right now. Triton gets 2 massive frags to start it off. Annoy does find 1, but Josh answers back. And now just down to Agonized on the actual bomb site. Isaac, though, does find 1, and Agonized could be a thorn in their side. That smoke blocking vision, but Scott takes him out. So with 20 seconds left, Xenocide will get the bomb plant. And Josh actually doesn't even need to get the bomb plant, just gets the kill. So very nicely done there. Xenocide just methodically taking out Elevate with these slow, aggressive pushes.
And I'd love to see the kill count, because what it seems like is just Xenocide winning almost every single gunfight. 8 kills, 8 kills, 7 kills, 4 kills for Xenocide. And yeah, when you look at Elevate, 4-3, 2-1-1, just not a lot of kills, not a lot of strategy coming out from Xenocide. You could almost say no strategy whatsoever. Agonized with some coalition-sided aggression for the first time. And that's the earliest we've seen a kill in any round but the pistol round.
Yeah, Isaac doing quite well for his team so far, but his team isn't necessarily winning. So Isaac needs to step it up, but this is the best opportunity they've had. Xenocide in 3 versus 5. Vape and Clutch already out of the round, so we'll see here. Can Josh, Scott, and Triton pull it together? They look like they're aiming to go over towards B from mid, but will this be successful? They have to deal with first troop. And then Isaac on the bomb site. Will they get that smoke out? Yes, they will. So Isaac now has a team member troop to protect on the bomb site, and they aren't able to get that first kill. Isaac does find 1, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. And so now Josh in the 1 versus 3 would have to pull off something miraculous to clutch it off. I don't think they're aware. He does take down Agonized through the smoke somehow. He does also have to deal with Clone, but Clone will not allow that. The first round finally for Elevate, 1-6 as they put themselves on the board.
Yeah, good job by Elevate, finally winning the rounds. The round when they really should have been winning them this whole time. And what it came down to was just finally not even a bit more aggression. A lot of aggression after 6 rounds of no aggression whatsoever. Generally on Soar, you're very safe on the coalition side to camp your head glitches, stay in your spots, but Xenocide has won so many early duels. The Elevate is needed to give a different look, and it worked.
Josh already. First frag. And Xenocide, when they get the first frag, the man advantage, they've been very good at taking that and running with it to take the round lead. So we'll see if they can continue. It seems likely they're able to win this one. The flash does blind out Agonize, but he won't get the kill. Triton finally cleans it up, but Clone evens it out. And so it's a 3 versus 3 now with 55 seconds left. Xenocide looking a little disjointed. Vape gets shut out by Troop. And now they have to go over towards mid, but they'll have an entourage of players to fight against, and that is Xenocide pushing into Elevate's territory here. Triton does get that kill, though, and Annoy got the bomb plant. It doesn't stop Clutch, actually, so 1 versus 2. Can he get this kill? Annoy won't be able to get it, and Clutch pulls it out of nothing, thin air, and Xenocide 7-1. That's not a round that should have been going for Xenocide, but Elevate just fumbled the bag at the last moment.
Xenocide is playing well. Xenocide is hitting shots, certainly, and Elevate is not. Now, this is a game between 2 powerhouses. If you look at map wins, if you look at accomplishments, these are 2 fairly equal teams. Elevate and Xenocide have both won circuit seasons in the past, Season 3 and Season 4, going to each team respectively. But if you look at kill count, player KD, player rating, Xenocide is the firepower team, more so even than Elevate, which is full of great aimers. And when Xenocide is hitting their shots like this, they're very difficult to beat.
Yeah, them and their utility usage as well. So excellent. And Elevate, I mean, they've been using it, but I'm not sure how effective it's been. There we go. We see something happen there. Clone takes down Scott off of the back of that teammate flash, so nicely done there. But Vape is still over towards ramp, and this could be a maneuver over towards the A bomb site. You can see so many players from Xenocide grouped up over towards A. They're going to make a move eventually. Will they be able to conquer this area? Agonized does take some damage from those nades. He's trying to shoot through the smoke, but he can't see anything just yet. I think this is intriguing. You can see here, Vape is so far behind everyone. He's still coming up mid. I think on the late lurk, but it might be too little too late here as Isaac looks poised and ready to stop this round. Vape really has to come in quickly because he won't be able to... Yeah, there we go. Finally, he does find one kill. And there we go. Triton finds another as well. Troop, though, could stop it all. They're trying to shut him down, and Triton shuts him out. Somehow they get the bomb plant. Xenocide are pulling these rounds back at the last minute every single time. The last few seconds, actually. And Clone now tasked with the 1 versus 2 against Josh and Triton. Xenocide's late round has been spectacular this entire half so far. But they'll have to contend against Clone, which, if he puts himself in a 1 versus 1 situation, well, I think now Josh has heard him, and yes, Josh will take him out of the round. Xenocide 8-1. This is Elevate's map pick. 8 rounds on the Coalition, or on the Breach side, against Elevate's 1 on the Coalition.
And this is becoming reminiscent of Elevate's earlier game against Underestimated. We say this is a battle between two powerhouses, and what is happening to Elevate today?
A 3-13 first match on Grounded. We'll see if they can recover from that. Right now, it's looking like a similar storyline as Elevate not really picking up any momentum here yet. We'll see here. Xenocide have been once again playing a very slow Breach side. You can see players everywhere across the map. Josh all the way over towards Pool, and, well, Clutch and Triton finally regrouping with their teammates over towards Ramp. And it's going to be an aggressive ramp push, I believe. They're going to be met with that of Agonize. He does find 1 kill, but why he get traded? Yes, he does. Clutch shuts him out right after he gets flashed off, and that nade forces Clone into the corner, and Clutch once again capitalized on it. Another one down. Troop gets shut out by Vape. And Isaac and Annoy now, the last two standing in a 2 versus 4. Xenocide will group up over towards the A-bomb site. The flash, perfect. Shuts out Annoy. He cannot see anything, but he does take down Triton ultimately. And the bomb, not yet safe. Has to make its way onto the bomb site, but he will get shut out there by Josh. Josh is just patient enough and waits for the peak that to come out. And Isaac now in a 1 versus 3. This has been tough for Elevate, and only going to get tougher now as he gets shut out 1-9. Xenocide 4 rounds away from winning this map, and we're not even done with this half yet.
Yeah, Xenocide winning 9 rounds. Most of them weren't even close rounds. I'd say 2 to 3, sometimes 4 players alive for Xenocide at the end of each of these round wins. And again, this coming from the Breach side of a very coalition-sided map against the professional team that is the best team on this map North America has ever had.
Yeah, this is not looking like the Elevate we know, and, well, 9-13 might be erased as Xenocide are looking to put Elevate on their butts on their own map pick. Xenocide have been lights out in this matchup so far, and they knew if they didn't ban this one, there was some tactical thinking behind it. They said, we're going to practice this one, and we're going to make sure we are flawless, and it seems so far that they have been just on point. If Xenocide can pull together 10 rounds, I think, well, Elevate are just going to have a tough one in for their Breach side. Agonize falling as well. And once again, a 5 versus 3. Xenocide have been nothing but lights out. Absolute perfection, it seems. Clone will find the kill on the Josh, but the bomb will make its way on over towards B, and Clutch takes out Troops. So Annoy now has been spotted out. They know he's on the bomb site, and so they'll try and chase him all around. He knows now that he will get flamed from the side, and now they're just playing Ring Around the Rosie. Triton will shut him out, and now Clone trying to retake the bomb site that once was, but the bomb not even planted on B. And he'll have to learn that the hard way, but he won't even get a chance. Triton takes him out 10-1. Xenocide can make this 11-1 and could take us to their own powerhouse pick, which is that of Plaza, where they are extremely strong on 8-1.
And Mark, this is astonishing. This is absolutely astonishing. I'm not sure what's happening to Elevate. Xenocide winning gunfight after gunfight after gunfight, and a lot of these are straight up duels. There's not a lot of tactics going into this breach side. They mostly just stand around for a minute and a half and then walk into a bomb site.
All SGs here for Xenocide. They've bought out into this last round. They have all the money necessary to do so. And this tactic from Xenocide to split up in the beginning parts of the map, or beginning parts of the round, even if they're down a player, they've been successful in converting rounds. Just really stellar at regaining composure in the mid and late round. Their early rounds have been virtually non-existent as they've been playing these so slow. So you can see almost all their attacks come after the minute mark. And I'm sure they've thought through this one right now. Agonize once again caught off guard. Won't die this time, but still down to 24 HP. And he's had just a rough game, 4 and 11, I believe, right now. And Josh is doing extremely well, 14 and 5 with his team. Xenocide, we talk about this timer running low, but Xenocide have been very good with a low amount of time. As Elevate aren't exactly sure where the hit's going to be coming from here. You can see once again the pincer move coming in from Xenocide at the last moment. Clone, can he get the kill? No, he can't. And Isaac left in a 1 versus 4. Xenocide might take us to 11-1. Isaac will try and run through, and I think it's going to be that of Vape to shut him down. No, Josh will do so. 11-1. Xenocide 2 rounds away from taking Elevate's undefeated map of Soar and shoving it into the ground.
Absolutely. If Xenocide wins this pistol round, this map is essentially over. But I would say right now that this map already is essentially over. Xenocide's on the coalition side now, starting the half with an 11-1 lead. There's really no way they can lose. It's a matter at this point of how much they win by. Is this going to be 13-1, Mark? Is it going to be 13-3, 13-6? Is Elevate going to put some rounds together?
If we saw 13-1, well, then I think surely Xenocide have booked their spot versus Underestimated. Hopefully get some revenge, too. They're looking for a matchup. Not lose. To Xenocide, yeah, they are currently being very strong. Already got the first pick. And the bomb will make its way on over towards the A bomb site, but Xenocide still, they have so many players. And Josh is the only one, I believe, that's going to even go through mid. No, he's not even. They're all going to go through mid, and they realize the bomb will get planted on the A bomb site. So all 5 of them will rotate as one pack. And I think right now Troop is too far away to really make an impact. So it's Xenocide's 5 versus the 3 of Elevate right now. Clone does find 1 kill. Actually 2 there. Isaac finds 1 as well, so even it up into a 2 versus 3 now. The retake not going as successfully for Xenocide as they might have thought. And Vape might just try and go for this bomb defuse. Agonize now trying to do something, but Elevate, they do take the pistol round, and it goes their favor. Xenocide unsuccessful in the retake, even with Elevate players so far away. And Elevate, they have a lifeline now.
Yeah, Elevate starting to regain some suspect. This round should be a gimme, so they should have at least 3, which would match their round total from their game against Underestimated on Grounded earlier. Vape and Triton hiding, playing anti-flash. Stacked around pool and in the back of the B bomb site. Oh, everyone at pool. They may be able to catch Agonized off guard here, but Agonized may get a spray down. He's good at those.
Oh, he does get 2, and he reveals his team where they all are coming from here, and Annoy finds another as well. So it's just down to Vape, and he does try and go for the knife, and he will not get that, not even a scratch onto Annoy. So Elevate stay alive for just a bit longer, but Xenocide now have the money to buy, and they could end this right here, right now.
Yeah, if Xenocide does win this round, they won't necessarily break the economy of Elevate. Elevate can buy back in. Everyone except Agonized has a bit of a bankroll. We're seeing the same very, very, very slow breach side from Elevate that we saw from Xenocide. A minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. I imagine we won't see much of anything happen until that clock hits 55 seconds.
If Elevate take the same strat as Xenocide did, playing these slow breach-sided rounds, maybe that's the strat to work out here. But Scott already finds one kill, and Josh is going to slow them down quite a bit as well. Vape and try and answer back for one apiece, and Annoy taken out of it. Clutch, is this going to be a team ace? Luke now just left alone, and there we go. Josh finds another match point here. 18-7 for Josh, as Xenocide have 9 match points ahead of them.
Agonized has a Deagle and Kevlar, and that's it. Not enough money in any player's bank to pass him a rifle. And Josh just going to hang out all day long, playing this position for information, at least in the only rifle round we've seen so far. He's going to look for contact and then fall back.
Yeah, Xenocide once again looking very strong on this map. And in a dominant fashion, could take Elevate from their high horse 7 wins, 0 losses on Soar. And give them their first loss on this match. And then the Plaza. A very strong map here for Xenocide. Triton, though, does not find his first frag. And Isaac doubles up. A nice entry from Isaac to go over towards Pool. And now the bomb might make its way over towards B. In the outskirts of Pool. They do look to actually fall back. So maybe A isn't in the cards. Maybe they do actually end up going towards B. And yeah, look at that. Agonized walking back. But it seems they just haven't decided yet. And there we go. Scott taken out. I think Clutch. Now they've made a decision. Xenocide perhaps not able to hold on here. Clutch now does find Clone, but against 4 more Elevate players, this will be tough. Josh does find one, but he knows that there's more players coming in from mid. He's aware of troops positioning. Yes, he will be, but he won't get the kill. So Elevate stay alive for another round. They have 4 rounds to their name, and Xenocide will have to wait at least one more to take their victory.
Yeah, and good to see Elevate with some fire in their bellies. Troop picked up an AUG. Always nice to get a free gun or 2, as Isaac has one as well. Now, Isaac got 3 kills in the last round. And is the strat going to be, hey, Isaac, get us a double entry? Was there anything else in the cards for Elevate? Clutch spammed the smoke so much in the last round that he only had 50 bullets left by the time Elevate moved towards a bomb site.
There we go. Ryan already opens it up with a U-ratio headshot on the Isaac, and if Scott wins this duel, I think this is all but over for Elevate. They need to equalize into a 4 versus 4, or else it'll be very tough for Elevate to make any inroads here as Clutch. Could find a kill. Yes, he takes down Clone. I think this is the beginning of the end here for Elevate. 3 players, not necessarily grouped up, ready for a trade, and if Josh, if he gets the kill, well then the bomb will make its way on over towards the A-bomb site alone, and now they are ready here. Xenocide are prepared for an A-hit. They have rotated so many players off. Triton does take down Troop, and Agonize as well gone. Annoy now has to clutch in a 1 versus 5 ace, and it will not happen. Triton ripples up, and they take Elevate off their map pick, 13-4. A very dominant victory here from Xenocide. And they said, you know those 13-12 victories we had versus Dynamic Gaming earlier today? We don't want any more of that. We've had enough of our pick, and let's just move on. Let's move on to Plaza, where we can also do the same thing. But Xenocide come out in full force, showing that Elevate, their 7 map victory is no longer, and shocking us, I think.
I am absolutely shocked. Mark. 13-4 between two powerhouses. We thought it was going to be a close game. We thought it was going to be a game that Elevate wins. Elevate absolutely folded, and Xenocide firing out of their minds. They couldn't miss a shot. It was headshot, headshot, headshot. That's 13 rounds to 4 rounds. 11 of those 13 rounds for Xenocide came from the breach side on Soar. And you have to ask, what even happened? They didn't even do anything. You were there. They just sat on umbrellas for a minute and a half, and then they walked forward murdering everybody. And they won 13-4.
Yeah, it was a tactical slow game there from Xenocide, and they just ran out the utility, I think, from Elevate. And Elevate really had no response, losing their duels. A simple fact of just Xenocide had better aim. They had many more kills, right? Clone and Troop, the top frags from Elevate, 10 kills apiece. Vape was the only person with less than that in 8 and 8. So no player from Elevate going positive that entire game. And I think that shows here. And then we move on to Plaza, where Elevate are 6 wins, 4 losses, but still Xenocide 8 wins and 1 loss. So Elevate are very, very strong on that of Plaza, and or Xenocide are very, very strong on that of Plaza. And so Elevate now, they pick Soar, but we're going to map of Plaza and Xenocide have been so strong on Plaza. So I think this is going to be very tough here for Elevate. I think Xenocide will 2-0. Quite frankly, I think this one will be, I personally think this one will be close as well. I know I predicted that last time and it ended up not being close whatsoever, but I think Elevate we'll put up a little bit more of a defense here, or a little bit of some sort of resistance versus that of Soar. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, we have Plaza up next. We could go to Legacy, but the way Xenocide's playing, they don't seem to want us to take us to Legacy. Elevate, on the other hand, if they have some firepower in them, they might just take us to Legacy. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to a break, and we'll be back right after this. Stay tuned to see if we go to map number 3 or if Xenocide closes it out right here, right now. Just down to Vape. 74 armor, 30 HP. What can be done here? The bomb's out in the open, and Vape will get spotted out here. Already taking pot shots, but Ariat does get taken down in 1 versus 1. Both players very low HP. 2 on the Vape and less than 10 on the Clone here. Who will get the tap properly? It's Vape who clutches it out. The pistol victory. Once again, turns Jets as quickly, and Max somehow gets the double kill. They line up. What? I don't believe it. This is a game of clutches so far, and can he get the spray down? Clone gets 3-4. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Can he get the ace right now? Juice trying to slow it down for him. Yes, Clone gets the ace.
Is able to win his first
and Coldy
duel.
too. Yeah, Coldy's been just popping off. A triple kill there from Coldy and Art. Impacts spam damage, but it seems like maybe just a couple kills here and there. Oh no, maybe 3 kills actually from Impact, living up to his name. Up then the tracks, S-Gen now have a lot of work to do to hold on. Oh, Hoodie somehow gets the jumping headshot onto Yuri, and he's made this possible. Now he has to go plant immediately. Not too much time left, but he will plant safely and get that off. So Coldy now in the 1 versus 1 against Hoodie. Can Hoodie win this one out? He's done damage onto Coldy, and yes, he'll win it somehow. Makes the clutch happen. The 1 versus 2 Hoodie
to be tested. Isaac could find a nice timing here though, and there is a spray down for 3.
The triple kill. Oh my goodness, double headshot. Protects it, the bomb site, as best he can. Coldy runs out through. He does get that first kill. He gets the second kill as well. Can he get the third? He knows that there's folks coming through quickly, and Isaac takes one down as well. This shotgun doing so much damage, and will be the kill, and Max now could take down Isaac. And if so, that would leave Impact all alone. 10 seconds left. Max, will he run through the smoke and try to take down Isaac? No, he won't. The bomb will go down, but he will take down Isaac after the fact. And Impact, can he get him? Yes, he does. Max comes in for the double kill and takes down Elevate's hopes. concede this round. Impact wants to save maybe his hog. Finds Juice, actually. Does some damage. And Isaac is very low, but Impact has already found 2, actually. Can he find Clone? Yes, he finds 3 somehow. And now they are going for this retake. Does he know that Andrew's right above him? I don't think he's aware. Does he spot him out? Yes. Yes, Andrew finally takes down Impact, but now just down to Isaac. Can he take down Andrew? Yes, he can. Somehow the 2 versus 4 works out in Elevate's favor.
Maybe away from his device. Stuck there in Coalition spawn. Impact pushing out far through vents.
Oh yeah, he could
Does
get 2
find a
kills here.
great
He
timing.
does.
All of the retakes that Hammers were attempting, so good stuff from them so far, but seems like Alpha is the one left alive, and there is some time left. He is able to get the second one. Oh, this could be great from Alpha. He has gotten a double kill here. All he needs to do is wait out the time. Oh, that nade! Look at the HP! He's gonna peek it. Noxic understands it, but Alpha able to get the last kill. They're not committing to any peaks though. Oh, and he might get caught off guard. Noxic does take down Stratus, but he was able to take down Melody. Now it's down to 1v1. All that Genis has to do here is just play on time. Oh no, Noxic. No. That is one way to stop the round. He played that perfect. Genis was just, as you know, the more important the breach rounds are, the more important the pistol round is, and Phoenix not able to take the pistol round in a very breach side important map here.
Ooh, and grenade. Getting lots of damage.
My God.
Oh my goodness. Melody for 3, Zion for 2, and let's just go ahead and slap.
Push that belong area, which isn't actually the worst decision because 4 players are oriented more towards the A side of things here, so yeah, okay, that closes it though. Has able to get a 2-piece, and this is a very easy shutdown eco round, so this could really go any direction here. There's one player on site that is Raze, and he's able to put in some effort. Oh, and that's nasty. That's second kill on EXZ, but I feel like a lot of these rounds could have, you know, the loss could have been avoided if Invictus did something better, but there you go. That's definitely something better, yep.
Third. Really just, right now, G9's looking really good. I say that. Free gets an absolute domination quad kill, as I try to say. The G9 is looking real good. Let's go with Yol, able to get the double right there.
Yeah,
so we got
Yoy,
proximity and Faye.
I guess it's Yoy. Yeah, speaking of proximity, coming and trying to go for the 3K. Get up the dip. Oh man, look at this. He's moving back and forth. He's got the dance moves, trying to get the drop shine, and he comes up with it like it's no problem at all. But he makes it look easy.
So the shoulds too, but unfortunately, they kept it super easy across the board. Ooh, that was
Speaking of proximity. Versus 1 here. Reborn, last player to live. Ooh, he's got the angle, and he's able to pick up the headshot there. Doink and doink. 7 HP for May, 20 for Reborn. Starts with the pre-fire. He's got to be so careful. Flashbang come out. He's going to go ahead and juke around, try to hit him in the back. That bomb is slowly taking down. Ooh, May's just positioned fantastically here.
Can he get the elbow? He can.
Elbow. Pressure to elevate Phoenix. Still trailing by 6 here. That flashbang can really come in clutch. You got to be able to come up with this doink doink and 2 area, get into headshot and getting dropped down out of their opposite by the Reborn, but Reborn was able to pick up 1 kill.
1, switch to the other 1, and then all of a sudden, you know, they came for the what? Oh, triple kill for May and Asia to finish off the last one.
Ori trying to go for the 2K. He's going to do about 50% of damage to that player over there. Tanks creeping up here. Flashbang out. Finds 1. Gets the other one. About to go for another 3K. And he's going to be able to do it. Has 2 3Ks in a row here for Mr. Tanks.
They're looking back and forth. Just missing him. Oh, gets the quick flick. And you were talking about that flick. Just look at that. Look at that to the face.
Yeah. It's a 2 versus 2, and the bomb's been planted. Atheno trying to go ahead and increase their lead back to 3. It's all to Prex here to clutch this up, and somehow he's going to be able to do it.
All right.
Orion Legion with their line of sights crossed, but not where they needed to be pointed.
Finaliza o slow, Valier double kill no Albang, leva mais uma, Kazegudan spray 2 pra contar, 15 em Valiari, triple kill pra ele, levando também o Ace, fazendo a trade do Máfia, vai subindo ali pelo bomb, 2, conseguiu levar, meu Deus, deixou ralfado. Algumas utilitárias, Tura acabou pegando o avanço do Henrico, já caiu a primeira kill, Rafa consegue levar o Demarias, double, triple kill pra ele, no meio do caminho, meta um monstro e leva um, sobrando apenas o Fanático, na play pra tentar levar 4, nossa, que azar, Eros na play, double kill no mesmo spray, ele enfilera, leva Tura e Moon, sobrando 1x1, smocou a C4, fez o clique,
fez o fake
vai
ali.
Vai pra play, já tem a info.
Nossa,
clutch do Eros, levanta a placa que tem clutch dele.
Olha
Eros
só.
na play. 1x3, ele... Henrico Lee segurou o spray. 1, 2, 3, 4 kills pra ele. Henrico Lee atropela a equipe da Surge.
Meu Deus do céu.
Poxa.
Tem razão. Mas com certeza seria uma ajuda, né?
E, com certeza, facilitaria bastante o serviço. Olha o Henrico! Triple kill pra ele, double kill de Eros. Não tá sendo suficiente, meu Deus, olha o spray de Maria.
Olha o De Maria!
3-4 pra ele. Segurou todo mundo, 5 é Ace. Caraca! Ace de Marias no eco, ele é sueco. O cego, Eros. Double kill pra ele, vai abrir 3k pra ele, a fera tem nome, é só na cara, sobrando apenas um noturno, será que vai dar Eros?
Avançando ali. Pra poder ver.
Saiu a trocação, AKZ, double kill pra... Não! Que isso? Lindo HS, ele bala e consegue finalizar o metal com a triple kill, o cara do round. Não pula, garoto, não pula, você vai se machucar. Metal Monster na play, 1, 2, 3. Brada pra enfrentar a EV, nesse momento não consegue. Olha ele, 1, 2, 3, 4k pra Eros, consegue quase por muito pouco fazer um ace ali, mas Máfia de lado consegue surpreender o garoto. Metal Cobre sai o 11º ponto, 4 kills pro Eros. José Blackout. E já começou. Olha só essa fila. Segurou ali 3 bonecos. O Caps caiu na faca pro Rafa. Sobrando apenas ele. Já pegou o M4. Tá com a C4. Tem 4 bonecos pra dopar. Tá pro Ace. Dessa live sensacional junto com o patrão aí também. Seja bem-vindo. E o Eros como? Na play. Evitando aqui qualquer reação da BTX. Já vai caindo 1 para 1. Nossa, trade rápida. Triple kill pra ele. De TRG. Vai tentando e vai levando mais um boneco, 4 kills pra ele, Eros na play, o cara do round garantindo o 5º ponto da Eagle Vision. Essa foi pra você, Liz.
Just down to Vape. 74 armor, 30 HP. What can be done here? The bomb's out in the open, and Vape will get spotted out here. Already taking pot shots, but Ariat does get taken down in 1 versus 1. Both players very low HP. 2 on the Vape and less than 10 on the clone here. Who will get the tap properly? It's Vape who clutches it out. The pistol victory. Once again, Turns Jets as quickly, and Max somehow gets the double kill. They line up. What? I don't believe it. This is a game of clutches so far, and oh, can he get the spray down? Clone gets 3-4. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Can he get the ace right now? Juice trying to slow it down for him. Yes, Clone gets the ace.
Is able to win his first
And Coldy
duel.
too. Yeah, Coldy's been just popping off. A triple kill there from Coldy and Art. See, Impact's doing some spam damage, but it seems like maybe just a couple kills here and there. Oh no, maybe 3 kills actually from Impact, living up to his name. Up the end of the tracks, S-Gen now have a lot of work to do to hold on. Oh, Hoodie somehow gets the jumping headshot onto Yuri, and he's made this possible. Now he has to go plant immediately. Not too much time left, but he will plant safely and get that off. So Coldy now in the 1v1 against Hoodie. Can Hoodie win this one out? He's done damage onto Coldy, and yes, he'll win it somehow. Makes the clutch happen. The 1v2 Hoodie.
To be tested. Isaac could find a nice timing here, though, and there is a spray down for 3.
The triple kill. Oh my goodness, double headshot. Protects it, the bomb site, as best he can. Coldy runs out through. He does get that first kill. He gets the second kill as well. Can he get the third? He knows that there's folks coming through quickly, and Isaac takes one down as well. This shotgun doing so much damage, and will be the kill, and Max now could take down Isaac. And if so, that would leave Impact all alone. 10 seconds left. Max, will he run through the smoke and try to take down Isaac? No, he won't. The bomb will go down, but he will take down Isaac after the fact. And Impact, can he get him? Yes, he does. Max comes in for the double kill and takes down Elevate's hopes. Concede this round. Impact wants to save maybe his hog. Finds Juice, actually. Does some damage. And Isaac is very low, but Impact... Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that short little break, and we are going to be back here with the second map of our best of 3 consolidation finals between that of Xenocide and Elevate. Elevate did get just run over on their own map pick of Soar. 4-13 they lost, and Xenocide came out swinging, and now we go into Xenocide's map pick of Plaza, where they are 8-1. 8 wins and 1 loss on the map of Plaza. That being said, Elevate were 7-0 on the map of Soar, and they lost their own map pick. So this, just because Xenocide have won a lot of their maps doesn't necessarily mean that it is a shoo-in for them. But the way they've been playing today, right, with those 13-12 victories over Dynamic Gaming, this 13-4 victory over Elevate. Elevate have lost both of their games in pretty one-sided fashions today. 3-13 versus Underestimated, 4-13 versus Xenocide. Maybe they'll go to 5-13, continue on the trend of going up by 1 every single game. But either way, I think Xenocide have the big advantage here moving into the map of Plaza. And Warren, what should we look out for maybe Elevate to get back into this one?
Gosh, Mark, I'd look out for Xenocide. Unless something significant has changed between now and 25 minutes ago, Xenocide is going to win on Plaza, and they're going to win by a lot. Elevate needs to hit some shots, and Xenocide needs to hit a lot less. They need to miss. Xenocide's been playing great all day. They beat a Dynamic Gaming that was playing spectacularly in a great fashion, a come from behind fashion, both of their 13-12 wins. And they beat an Elevate even more so, who is not playing well. Elevate needs to start hitting shots. I'm not sure what's going on, but if something doesn't change, Xenocide's going to win on Plaza, and they're going to do it pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think Xenocide have a lot of the momentum going to this map here on Plaza. So we'll see how the knife round ends up going. I think Plaza is a pretty even map, as we've kind of seen eventually. And we used to think it was pretty breach-sided, and I think now the teams are starting to understand how to play the coalition side. So we'll see what the knife round ends up ensuing. Will it be an interesting bomb plant explosion defusal type thing? I'm not sure. I don't think that's what it'll be. I hope it's not. Well, actually, maybe if it is that way, then we'll have a little bit of an entertaining, best of three. But either way, it should be very, very interesting to see the least of these. I think Xenocide will come out swinging once again, and I think they'll come up with a pretty big lead. But I'm hoping Elevate can, pull together some sort of a few round comeback and make it a little bit closer than the games have been so far today. Warren, I think you might be muted.
Oh, thanks, Mark. Sorry, I was going to say I agree. I'd really like to see Elevate play at the level they are capable of playing. This is supposed to be a battle between two powerhouses. We're supposed to wonder if it's going to be a map 3. It's supposed to be exciting. We're supposed to be, clenching our fists, uncertain of what's going to happen. And right now, Elevate just is not playing at a level to make that the game that we're about to watch.
Yeah, they're falling flat a bit. I think maybe the energy has something to do with it. They've played 2 games already today. This is their 3rd. Maybe they'll play a 4th if they win this one. And if they win this one, then it'll be truly a toss-up. Then I don't know, because Legacy is a map that both teams are, pretty 50-50 on for the win-loss ratio. But we still have to get to Legacy, and Xenocide want to not make that happen. But Warren, why don't we kind of run through that top clip contest from Zuvi a little bit?
Yeah, once again, I've got to give a shout out and a thank you to our sponsors, Zuvi, sponsoring the Critical Ops Circuit. Zuvi is an app that you can get by scanning the QR code that's on your screen right now, or just go to the App Store or Google Play Store, type in Zuvi, Zuvvii, and by uploading clips to Zuvi, there are prizes available. If you are playing in the circuit, upload your best clip from circuit with the hashtag Critical Ops Circuit, and you can win $200. If you're watching circuit, upload your favorite clip of the circuit with the hashtag Critical Ops Casual, and you've got a chance to win $130. So go ahead and scan that QR code, get Zuvi right now, and thanks once again to them for sponsoring the circuit.
Thank you once again, Zuvi. And yeah, I think both of these teams should be ready now as we move on into the knife round. I think it should be an interesting knife round, an interesting game. But, we have seen Clutch do very well. Same with Josh and Triton. Those are the players that were 19-10, 19-8, and 16-7 for Xenocide last game. So I think if we want to see, Elevate, Clone, Troop, as well as Isaac kind of pull together, then we might see a little bit of a closer game. But Elevate, so far, I think we have not seen the best showing from them today. Maybe it's just an off day. Maybe there's not much that can be done. But either way, I think the teams should be ready shortly for this knife round, and then we can kind of slowly start to get into it. But Warren, what has been your favorite map to commentate as we wait for these teams?
It is still Raid. Mark, I'm so happy that we've seen so much of Raid in Critical Ops Circuit Season 5. Raid was always banned. If it wasn't banned, it still wasn't picked. No one ever played Raid. For years, it was randomly popular in South America as the only region that enjoyed the map, but we started to see it a little bit last season and suddenly a lot this season, and it's just such a fun map. It's so chaotic. There's so many avenues for the breach. There's so much hide and seek. It's just really been great to see so much of it. But we're getting ready for the knife round on Plaza here between Xenocide and Elevate.
Yeah, it should be good. Raid has been a really fun map to commentate, like you said. I would agree. There's lots of wild things that happen with, tunnels and heaven and all the areas that players can kind of just rush through or even throw a nade or even spam, right? So I like Raid. I'm hoping we see more Bureau as well, even though it's a super popular map. We haven't really seen it too much in North America, and I always like a good Bureau. It is I personally like the map, and I think commentating the map is also interesting because it's been around for so long and teams are still yet innovating. And Xenocide, once again, they win the knife round. Is this an allusion to are they alluding to the future result of this game by winning the knife round? Who knows? Probably not. But if knife rounds have said anything, I think Xenocide have come out with a swing. And they started off strong and they ended strong on Soar. So they might do the exact same thing here on Plaza with a little bit of a break in between. Maybe Elevate have gotten their horses together and been able to come up with some strategy here. But I think Xenocide will be starting on the breach side, actually, and Elevate will be starting on the coalition side. So ladies and gentlemen, let's dive right into the game. Xenocide versus Elevate. This could be our last game of the day, and we could be seeing Xenocide versus Underestimated tomorrow in that best of 5 grand finals.
Yeah, we will see. It looks like Xenocide again chose to start on the breach side here for the pistol round.
And here we go. Elevate, quick stack over towards A. And once again, if you just take a look at the mini map, they are just going on the opposite sides of the map. They are completely away from each other, and Xenocide should be able to get a bomb plant pretty easily now, as now they will soon realize the push is not going over towards A, and in fact, it is making its way on over towards B. So Xenocide, full control of the B bomb site. Elevate will come in for this retake, and I love me a good 5v5 pistol round. It is a very fun matchup. Annoy, though, does take that out of the possibility. Does take down Scott early, but Xenocide do have the bomb plant. So Josh, Vape, and Clutch now just have to hold on to it. Capo tries to find a frag, and he's unable to, but he does do good damage. Josh and Triton have tag team for 1 kill apiece, though Troop answers back, and right now the health is a bit weird here for Xenocide. Vape and Triton half HP, and Annoy, he does get shut out by Vape, but Troop answers back, and the armor gone here. And now a 1 versus 2 here. Clutch has to clutch it out, live up to his name, and he's going to be able to get 1 kill. Can he get the next? It is him versus Isaac. Can he just buy enough time here? I think he's done it. Clutch has been able to clutch it out, and Xenocide win the pistol round off of the bomb detonation. What a fantastic round, a hectic round, and that's exactly like how we see to start the game.
Yeah, great job by Xenocide. Gonna buy some rifles. Gonna be up against not even so much as an FP6 shotgun. Should have a round 2 in the pocket and should do so fairly quickly. But again, we saw in the last round Capo not calling out Capo, but calling out Elevate in general. Some opportunities for really pretty easy kills somehow not capitalized on that really would have changed the outcome of that round.
And Capo now stepping in for Agonize. So Agonize was playing for Elevate. Now it is Capo in this game. So we'll see how he can perform. Agonize was 7 and 15 with 4 assists last game. And we'll see if there's anything different. So far, he's out of the round already. Vape with a nice nade kill. And Isaac out of the round already as well. So Xenocide making quick work of these pistols, utilizing their advantageous weaponry, the AR-15s. And Annoy, he will get this knife kill, which is very beneficial for the economy, but still will not get the round. So an interesting knife kill on the Vape there. And, Annoy will have a lot of money to buy out now, so that's a good benefit for him.
Yeah, you get a lot of extra money for a knife kill. You get a big kill bonus for that, and it's going to come into play. That coalition side economy can be really tight, especially after you lose the first 2 rounds. But here we've got Elevate on rifles, so Xenocide's not going to get such an easy look as they did in the last round. There's also a tremendous stack towards the A bomb site the Xenocide might be about to walk right into. Scott moves up mid. Chance for a spray down, but Clone able to get 1. The flash grenade is good, and Clone gets a second, fully blinded again. And this utility is pretty nuts. The only kill onto Elevate comes from frag grenade from Triton. And another, that's 2 frag grenade kills by Xenocide this round.
Yeah, once again, we talk about Xenocide's utility. It's been on point the entire season, and it comes to show now. I don't think any other team has been getting so much damage done from these grenades, and Vape now sitting inside the smoke. Who's going to win this duel? Vape will. As the smoke fades, he's able to see Annoy a little bit first, using that smoke dissipation to his advantage once again. And now a 3 versus 2 Xenocide. They have been so good in these late round positions, and we'll see here if they can continue that legacy, that form. Triton.
Clone is
Ball down. Yeah, Clone is ready and waiting. Does take down Triton, and he could do more work here. About 15 seconds left on the clock, and the bomb needs to make its way on over towards B. They don't have any other option here, and it seems like Josh unable to do much. Now it's just down to Vape. He doesn't have really any time. He's going to have to go for these kills, and I don't think he'll be able to even do that. He will be taken down by Clone. So he does win that fight over towards A long, but other than that, Elevate held strong.
Yeah, Elevate punishing how much of the clock Xenocide insists on using in these breach rounds. Now it's Xenocide who's just on pistols. And this can be quite a long-ranged map on Plaza, so even a great Deagle or MR96 headshot probably won't convert into a rifle pickup, but you just charge into A mid, it might.
Double MR96, and okay, almost getting those kills with the dual MTX, but not to be. Still 3 kills, trying with 2 nice headshots. Start off the round and clutch. Well, he's not going to be able to do anything, but Xenocide, they still do good damage onto Elevate. And Isaac, Capo, and Clone, well, Isaac and Capo specifically, don't have much money. So, well done there from Xenocide to keep Elevate humble in their economy. And now Xenocide have full money to buy.
Well, it's already looking a lot better for Elevate than it did on Soar. They've got 2 round wins. They only got 1 round win in the first half on Soar. Playing back, playing cautious. Xenocide going back to strategy we saw a lot of last map, which is hanging out really far back and burning the clock, waiting out some utility. And Troop is ready with a bit of a one-way smoke here. Probably going to get a multi-kill, but he eats a full flash and is executed.
Yeah. Once again, Xenocide the perfect utility, and now even spamming through the smoke, they know usually where Elevate players will sit, so they're just trying to spam it, and Vape once again strikes with that kill onto Annoy over towards A long. And Xenocide, when they've been able to use their utility properly, they have been unstoppable in these rounds. Scott now watching the smoke, hoping that someone just pushes through. He's ready and waiting for it, but Capo now will take down Clutch. Actually, the reload ends up in his demise, but the bomb will make its way over towards the B bomb site. And Josh now ready for any attack that could come. Isaac sits over towards spawn, and now Josh knows exactly where he's coming from. We'll take him out, and well, that is now just down to Capo. And the 1 versus 3 Xenocide look to take this round and take back the lead for themselves.
And Capo saving, but taking a risk for some exit frags. Should be safe. Even if Xenocide goes hunting, Capo's a good distance away. And TikTok goes the bomb. Going to be a 3rd round for Xenocide.
Yeah, and once again,
Capo may be shot in the back here.
Oh, he may. Or the front. No, he'll stay alive. Lucky for him, he's able to move that AUG into the next round, and I think his team might just buy around that. You can see there Isaac and Noy bought out. Troop doesn't have much money, and neither does Clone, but they're just going to buy anyways. And there we go. Troop gets dropped an AUG that Capo picked up, so being a little bit selfless there on Elevate side, but the nade's not really converting. We praise them for utility, but now they're flashed, actually, and Annoy doesn't spot anyone over towards connector, but he knows that there's players. He hears the bullets. He knows the grenades are there. And Xenocide up against a rough A-long hit. If they do end up trying to go towards A-long, if they rotate over towards B, it would be very easy, and it might be that can see here the bomb still over towards connector, but making its way over towards mid is Triton. And I think they might opt towards B. Only Isaac sitting on this B bomb site right now.
What a bizarre round. Look at that A side defense from Elevate. They are stacked with 4 players. And by now they've sussed out that something must be going on. Capo rotates.
Yeah, Isaac is now ready for a push here. He spots one out. He just didn't shoot. Very odd there. Didn't line him up, but Capo could line him up exactly right now. Will the bomb go down? Yes, it will. Josh gets the bomb plant cleanly. And Vape taken out to a 4 versus 3. This is the best opportunity Elevate's had for this retake. Clone finds an SG on the retake. So now Triton does find one, but he gets insta-traded there by Troop, and Clutch finds Capo. So now Troop and Clone have to come in for this retake. Down to Clutch once again in the exact same spot he has to clutch as he did on the pistol round, but he wasn't able to. Actually, he was able to on the pistol round. Can he hold off enough this time? He's trying to run away, but he won't be able to do so. It will not be the same result as the pistol round, and Elevate, they do pick up a third. So they are making this one close and competitive, Warren. I'm glad to see Elevate are putting some effort in and actually getting some results back.
Yeah, it is great to see a close map, Mark. Elevate playing like the Elevate we know, dueling Xenocide, going back and forth, round for round. Just 2 great teams throwing some heavy punches, and it's great to see. And look at this. A new look. 7 rounds into the half. The run-up B long and completely uncontested. They could do this knives out and just go straight into the B bomb site unpunished. They're going to be a bit more cautious. They don't know as much as we do. But unless Capo hits some great headshots, this is a free plant.
Here we go. Flash off. Pushes Elevate back from the bomb site, and those nades as well. The smoke denies them vision, so Xenocide have bought themselves quite a bit of time now, even after the bomb gets planted, even on this retake. Xenocide very tactical in thinking about their nade usage and when they want to use those nades as well. And we'll see if Elevate have the same strats when they come onto the breach side. But so far, 5 versus 5, and Vape has strategically positioned themselves as well. A double kill, and Capo now under fire over as well. Vape with 3 kills, Josh with 2 as well. Vape answers the call. 10 and 6, I think, right now, and he's just on fire.
Yeah, Vape, called by some, in some circumstances, the best North American critical ops player, at least in the current era. May or may not be true, but today he's certainly playing like that. Or at least here on Plaza. And look, Isaac and Capo down to shotguns. Those FP6s can be brutally effective on this map, but again, it comes down to, does the enemy run right in front of you? Because if they don't, they're not useful for any sort of retake, nor can you rotate effectively when all you've got is a shotgun here on Plaza. Another new look from Xenocide, this time working around B mid and still having a couple players plugged into the cross in front of A bomb site. Clutch looking for some information. Will they find a Noi?
Yeah, they're doing a fan and search kind of approach right now all across the map. They're just moving forward slowly but surely, taking control of other areas, but right now they're gonna be met with a tough situation here. Capo does find 1 kill, and can he do more damage on the Vape? Yes, he can! They did walk right in front of him, Warren, and they're doing so much damage now. Josh won't be able to do anything. Elevate, pull back around that they should not have won, and they're able to upgrade their guns as well. Elevate still alive here and kicking. 4-4. We have a tie game.
Absolutely. Great job by Capo and Isaac. Obviously, there is luck involved when you use the shotgun. The luck is, does the enemy team walk in front of you? And Xenocide did, but Capo, second kill especially, was just some great jiggle peeking with that FP6. And look at this, Josh, with nothing but a deagle. No armor, just charges into the house. The B bomb site's not as free as it was before, but Josh gets that information and gets out.
Not even a deagle for him. He's just a P250. And, well, he will get taken out eventually. Annoy Isaac racking up some kills right now. And if Elevate can keep all their players alive, that'd be very good for them. Vape now trying to stop that. No, Annoy does get taken down. And so Vape hoping that they make some mistakes, and he might get shot out from A mid. No, he stays alive for just a second longer. And he might just opt to save. He knows the bomb is far away from him over towards mid. He knows that there's going to be players sitting there watching it, waiting for him to make a mistake.
This round played out so fast, Mark. This is the longest save we've seen this weekend. This is going to be about 1 minute and 4 seconds of Vape hiding, essentially. And Elevate knows what the coalition side economy is. They know how tough it is. They're not going to go chase a player who shoots as straight and true as Vape does. They hang on to that SG551. We're going to let the clock win the round for us. Ten seconds to go, and it looks like uncontested Vape's going to hang on to that rifle.
He's doing some squats, building that quad muscle, you know? I wish you could do that. Imagine if you could do squats in critical ops to get nice.
Get strong in real life?
Yeah. Or
That'd
if
be
you
great.
could do squats and critical ops to make your character even buffer. But you wouldn't want them to be buffer, right? Because then you have a larger hit target. You want them to be, slim and skinny. Theoretically speaking.
Yeah, if you could get a character model that was just a bit smaller.
The devs are listening and they're like, well, please stop proposing this. Either way, we're back into this one. Xenocide Scott has, he's having fun. He's going with the dual MTX, and he gets a kill, remarkably. Okay, and Clutch almost getting that kill on the Troop as well. Troop down to 4 armor and 9 HP, and he gets killed by the nade as well. 4 versus 3. Vape finally taken out here, and Isaac will get shut out. Well, actually, will shut out Triton, but Josh doing some good damage, and that was a costly round there for Elevate, even with just pistols here from Xenocide.
Yeah, but it was still a round win, Mark, and they've still got enough money in the bank to buy out the last 2 rounds of this half. This round, even if they lose, they'll have rifles in the 12th round. And it's been a close game so far, but Xenocide doesn't necessarily need one more round from the breach side on Plaza. But it would be great if they could get at least one. In fact, 5 rounds from the breach side in the first half would have things looking really good for Xenocide moving into the second. Look, Clutch is on a U ratio as well. And he's playing it aggressively. He's already moved up A mid.
Oh my.
Misses a shot. Does he get a second one? Does he get a second look? He misses again. And that is playing with fire.
Yeah. Troop has a grenade ready and waiting to be engaged right now. Just sitting there hoping that Xenocide push out over towards A. And their slow approach that they had on Soar doesn't seem to be working as well here on Plaza on this breach side, though they have been still effective with 4 rounds already. And Josh finds that opener. A 5 versus 4 now with 35 seconds left. And might they just go over towards B? No, I think they're going to commit over towards A. They have to wait for these smokes to fade, and Vape finds 1. And this is a 5 versus 3. Very advantageous for them. Clutch tries to swap for a new weapon, and Isaac finds 2. And Troop finds another 2. Vape finds only 1, and he will get shut out. Elevate use those smokes to their advantage, and Xenocide unable to clear off those angles. And now Elevate taking a 3-round lead, potentially a 4-round lead, as we swap halves after this.
Absolutely. Xenocide taking the round so slowly, but they had no choice but to push through that smoke as 5. They were out of time. They needed to get onto the site and plant. Elevate was completely ready for it. The entire team had already rotated. Noi here in A-long. Xenocide again with this slow breach round. And I've got to say, Mark, if Xenocide didn't have such great aim, if they didn't have the ability to walk into a bomb site with 25 seconds left on the clock and get entry frags, or at least trade cleanly every single kill, this is a really difficult way to win rounds.
Yeah. Well, Clutch and Josh now on the other side of the smoke will have to deal with Clone. And they'll actually win that fight. Isaac now finds himself in a pickle. He does get one kill in the clutch, but now the push will come over towards B, and it's a 4 versus 4. So really highly dependent on Capo and his ability to stop any sort of huge push right now, but he's in a perfect position. He does take down Josh, and are they aware of him? He does line up 3 kills total, and Vape finds 2 in return, but he's gonna have to pick up a new gun and elevate 4-round advantage now. They came alive in this first half.
Yeah, great first half from Elevate, Mark, completely turning around their play from earlier in the day. After losing 3-13 against Underestimated, losing 4-13 against Xenocide 1 map ago on Soar, they've got 8 rounds. They got more rounds in that half than they did in their last 2 maps.
Yeah, and we'll have to see here. Xenocide, they did win the pistol, so with that coming in benefit for them, well, we'll have to see here. If Elevate win the pistol now, I think it'll be very advantageous for them, and they might even have an early end of the game here, but you can see here Elevate actually getting caught off guard. They're getting pushed from behind. So much damage taken there from Annoy. Isaac as well, down to about half HP, and so they know the hit's going to come out over towards B. And so this B hit retake will be very, very quick here. As Xenocide don't even opt to go towards Coalition spawn. Everyone bunching up over towards Long now in house. Let's see, Clutch will spearhead this play. 2 players over towards house. Scott now will get taken out. Vape as well taken out, and they aren't peeking together. Josh finds 1, and will they get anything more done? Josh can only find another player. He has to be doing it all himself, and he won't be able to do it. Elevate, strike, win the pistol round, and Xenocide not able to retake. So Elevate, might they take us to map number 3 here?
Right now, it seems like they will. I mean, they're good for another round. Xenocide not even bringing out FP6s, treating their economic resources very preciously. And I want to say this is like an entirely different Elevate that we're seeing, but this is like the real Elevate that we're seeing. Yeah. I think the last 2 maps were an entirely different Elevate, and they called up the real Elevate, said, hey, come back for Plaza, and that's what we're getting.
Yeah, if we take a look at the scoreboard, Capo, I think, has been helping them out a little bit. Yeah, 12-7. Agonize was having a tough game last game, so we'll see here what happens now. But yeah, there we go. Clone and Capo once again chiming in, and Xenocide looks like they're not really able to stop anything over towards A Long. And Elevate poised to take round number 14 here, as Clutch would have to pull off a miracle and won't even find a kill. Every player from Elevate staying alive, as they are 3 rounds away from Legacy.
Yeah, 5 alive on the anti-eco. It's about as perfect as it can go. The economy's not as precious, not as important on the breach side, but still building up a good, big, fat bankroll. And here come the AUGs and M4s for Xenocide. So it's a rifle round, but Xenocide's got quite a fight ahead of them. Very interesting for Elevate to smoke off B mid from that position. Gives them the ability to attack towards Coalition spawn without being shot from B long.
Yeah, and Elevate now pushing very quickly over towards A long. And Xenocide getting a little taste of their own medicine. These late round hits coming out, and there we go. Scott does find the first frag, one of the first few times, and Scott, another one doubles up. Josh taken out, though, and Triton's going to have to answer for his teammate. They could double peek right now, and that nade will go out, and Scott now left to handle it alone, but he will get the 4K already. He's gotten so many kills, and Triton cleans it up. Scott really saving Xenocide right there and gives them some hope. 5-10 now. There's a nice 4K from Scott.
Yeah, Xenocide needed that round, and they need this one too. Elevate is going to buy in. I have to assume they've got, 2,600, 4,000. For some reason, choosing not to buy with plenty of money, but they're the professional players. I'm sure they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I think they have lots of rounds to give, so they're, just trying to save up for a full buy. His clone does find clutch, and could pick up that weapon. That'd be very great for him. He does find one, but Vape will end that life of Isaac and clone. And try and... Okay. All right, just completely through the smoke. Takes down Troop. And now Capo. A 1 versus 4. I mean, the MR96 is lethal, but against 4 armored players, looks pretty tough. Xenocide should be able to get round number 6 for themselves.
Capo did buy armor and a helmet this round, so there is something worth saving if he's able to save it. 46 seconds. There's no way he's going to try to get this bomb and plant it, is there?
No, they're watching it with full control. And yep, he's been spotted and he'll get taken out. Josh cleans it up and uses that AR-15 scope to his advantage. You can see through that sliver with a little bit of magnification, the zoom in from the AR-15. And so now Xenocide, 4 rounds away from tying it up. That's not too far, actually. If they can win this next one, then Elevate will be back on an eco, and then only 2 rounds. But Elevate, hungry to take us to Legacy. Here we go. The nades roll through, and Triton throws that nade himself, and it will do just a tiny bit of damage onto Troop. A little bit less than we would have hoped for Triton, but Triton has been forming decently for his team. Xenocide now picking it up slowly. Elevate, they group up over towards A, and Xenocide have to figure out what their plan of defense is. Josh now fully smoked off. He's going to back off, and his teammate now, Jess Scott, in the corner area. Now he will be isolated into a 1 versus 1. Many 1 versus 1s as Annoy now will shut him out. He does get the headshot onto Annoy, but his teammates won't be there for the trade. That was a very tough situation to be in. Josh now just sitting on the side, the only player. But Vape comes in at the right time, and Josh unable to get the kill. And the AR-15 work. Yes, it does get another one, but Clutch now has to do, once again, the clutch. He's been left in so many 1vx situations now, and he will not get that kill on the side. Elevate 2 rounds away from Legacy.
Yeah, and this time it's Elevate that's just winning the duels. There was some great utility that enabled some of that, especially against Josh. But that A site take was just us and our guns and a couple of grenades, and here we go. Interesting buy, U ratio and an FP6 for Xenocide.
It seems both of these teams that the maps that they are very strong on, right? Soar was 7-0 for Elevate, and Triton a nice pick to start off, but Elevate, yeah, 7-0, lost their own map pick of Soar. Xenocide 8-1, they might lose their own map pick of Plaza. So these maps that they are historically very dominant on might be not the case today. Is, well, you would have thought that Clutch would have gotten that kill. That FP6 did just so much damage, but I guess that armor really stops a lot for Annoy. That nade, though, chunks him down, and definitely helpful for Xenocide. And Scott, will he get checked out? Yes, he will, but he won't get that kill. So Capo somehow will stay alive, but Scott taken out of the round as well after Capo dies. So 3 versus 2, but Annoy is so low now. If Triton can get a kill on anyone that's not Annoy, well, then that will be a huge advantageous position here for Xenocide. And with 35 seconds left, Vape, all he has to do is hold his position over towards B long. If the bomb gets dropped too, he could just, sit on this plant. Could be of vital importance right now. Spots one out over towards house, and he could get a next one. No, he will just get some damage onto Isaac, but Triton now trying to go for this plant. No, he will not get denied there. And Clone is low, but he will get the kill on the Josh and Elevate. 12 rounds now. Xenocide really crumbling on their own map pick, and they have nothing to buy as well. I think Elevate take us to Legacy.
Yeah, there's just not enough money to get the guns Xenocide needs to win the next round. And they don't only need 1 round, they need 7. Clone spinning his knife. He's got to feel good right now. I wonder what the comms are like. They move into these same slow breach side rounds. They got plenty of time to talk amongst themselves, either strategies or jokes.
Yeah, Scott is so blind right now. He does find 1 kill, but that's all he's going to get. Triton does find another, though. So a 3 versus 3, but Elevate now. Slow to get on the bomb site. Clutch, can he take down Capo? He'll spot him out first. Oh, he will miss that kill, and somehow Clutch, that shotgun has deceived him twice now. Triton's getting spammed out over from mid, and I think this is it. I think Elevate have sent us to Legacy, ladies and gentlemen, just down to Triton to clutch in the 1 versus 3. And Elevate really coming alive in this game. As we will be seeing Triton does find the first kill. Can he get the second? I think he might just try and spam through, but Troop is ready and waiting, and there we go. Elevate send us to map number 3. Legacy, here we come. And it's not over yet. Elevate came alive. They woke up finally. Xenocide looking lackluster on their map pick. And ladies and gentlemen, this should be very interesting. Now it's truly a toss-up. You mentioned it, Warren. You know, if Elevate can win this matchup, well, then we are not exactly sure what's going to happen on Legacy.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, Mark. We're definitely going to Legacy. The Elevate that we saw on Plaza is not the same team that we saw on Soar. There's no way to know what's going to happen. Xenocide just beat, North America's best Soar team on their own map, and then Elevate just beat North America's best Plaza team on their own map. So, gosh, who knows? Who knows? This is a real coin flip. Legacy's always a coin flip anyway between pro teams, but congratulations to both teams for giving us a great first 2 maps of a 3-game series so far. Xenocide and Elevate each taking a map, and I imagine we'll be taking a short break as we prepare to move on to Legacy.
See you in a bit, ladies and gentlemen. This should be good. Legacy for Xenocide, 1 win, 0 losses, and Elevate, they are 3 wins, 2 losses. So like Warren said, a toss-up. But we'll be back after a quick break. And ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll have to see who plays against Underestimated tomorrow. Is it going to be Elevate or is it going to be Xenocide? Find out after this break. Just down to Vape. 74 armor, 30 HP. What can be done here? The bomb's out in the open, and Vape will get spotted out here. Already taking pot shots, but Ariet does get taken down on 1 versus 1. Both players very low HP. 2 on the Vape and less than 10 on the Clone here. Who will get the tap properly? It's Vape who clutches it out. The pistol victory. Once again, turns Jets as quickly, and Max somehow gets the double kill. They line up. What? I don't believe it. This is a game of clutches so far, and can he get the spray down? Clone gets 3-4. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Can he get the ace right now? Juice trying to slow it down for him. Yes, Clone gets the ace.
Is able to win his
And
first
Coldy
duel.
too. Yeah, Coldy's been just popping off. A triple kill there from Coldy and Art. See, Impact's doing some spam damage, but it seems like maybe just a couple of kills here and there. Oh no, maybe 3 kills actually from Impact, living up to his name. Up the end of the tracks, S-Gen now have a lot of work to do to hold on. Oh, Hoodie somehow gets the jumping headshot onto Yuri, and he's made this possible. Now he has to go plant immediately. Not too much time left, but he will plant safely and get that off. So Coldy now in the 1v1 against Hoodie. Can Hoodie win this one out? He's done damage onto Coldy, and yes, he'll win it somehow. Makes the clutch happen. The 1v2 Hoodie.
To be tested. Isaac could find a nice timing here, though, and there is a spray down for
The
3.
triple kill. Oh my goodness. Double headshot. Protects it. The bomb site as best he can. Coldy runs out through. He does get that first kill. He gets the second kill as well. Can he get the third? He knows that there's folks coming through quickly, and Isaac takes one down as well. This shotgun doing so much damage, and will be the kill, and Max now could take down Isaac. And if so, that would leave Impact all alone. 10 seconds left. Max, will he run through the smoke and try to take down Isaac? No, he won't. The bomb will go down, but he will take down Isaac after the fact. And Impact, can he get him? Yes, he does. Max comes in for the double kill and takes down Elevate's hopes. Concede this round. Impact wants to save maybe his hog. Finds Juice, actually. Does some damage. And Isaac is very low, but Impact has already found 2, actually. Can he find Clone? Yes, he finds 3 somehow. And now they are going for this retake. Does he know that Andrew's right above him? I don't think he's aware. Does he spot him out? Yes. Yes, Andrew finally takes down Impact, but now just down to Isaac. Can he take down Andrew? Yes, he can. Somehow the 2 versus 4 works out in Elevate's favor.
Maybe away from his device. Stuck there in Coalition spawn. Impact pushing out far through vents.
Oh yeah, he could
Does
get 2
find a
kills here.
great
He
timing.
does.
All of the retakes that Hammers were attempting, so good stuff from them so far, but seems like Alpha is the one left alive, and there is some time left. He is able to get the second one. Oh, this could be great from Alpha. He has gotten a double kill here. All he needs to do is wait out the time. Oh, that nade! Look at the HP! He's gonna peek it. Noxic understands it, but Alpha able to get the last kill. They're not committing to any peaks though. Oh, and he might get caught off guard. Noxic does take down Stratus, but he was able to take down Melody. Now it's down to 1v1. All that Genis has to do here is just play on time. Oh no, Noxic.
No.
That is one way to stop the round. He played that perfect. Genis was just, as you know, the more important the breach rounds are, the more important the pistol round is, and Phoenix not able to take the pistol round in a very breach side important map here.
Ooh, and the grenade. Getting lots of
Oh my
damage.
God,
Oh my
okay.
goodness. Melody for 3, Zion for 2, and let's just go ahead and slap.
Push that belong area, which isn't actually the worst decision because 4 players are oriented more towards the A side of things here, so yeah, okay, that closes it though. Has able to get a 2-piece, and this is a very easy shutdown eco round, so this could really go any direction here. There's one player on site that is Raze, and he's able to put in some effort. Oh, and that's nasty. That's second kill on EXZ. But I feel like a lot of these rounds could have, the loss could have been avoided if Invictus did something better. But there you go. That's definitely something better. Yep.
Third. Really just right now, G9's looking really good. I say that. Free gets an absolute domination quad kill, as I try to say. The G9 is looking real good. Let's go with Yol, able to get the double right there.
Yeah,
so we got
Yoy,
proximity and Faye.
I guess it's Yoy. Speaking of proximity, coming and trying to go for the 3K. He's got the dip. Oh man, look at this. He's moving back and forth. He's got the dance moves. Trying to get the drop shot, and he comes up with it like it's no problem at all. Man, he makes it look easy.
So the shoulds too, but unfortunately, they kept it super easy across the board. Ooh, that one's
Speaking of proximity. 2 versus 1 here. Reborn last player alive. Ooh, he's got the angle. He's able to pick up the headshot there. Doink and doink. 7 HP for May, 20 for Reborn. Starts with the pre-fire. He's got to be so careful. Flashbang come out. He's going to go ahead and juke around, try to hit him in the back. That bomb is slowly ticking down. Ooh, May's just positioned fantastically here.
Can he get the elbow? He can.
Elbow. Pressure to elevate Phoenix. Still trailing by 6 here. That flashbang can really come in clutch. You've got to be able to come up with this doink doink and 2 Eerie getting the headshot and getting dropped down out of their officer by Reborn, but Reborn was able to pick up 1 kill.
One, switch to the other one, and then all of a sudden, you know, they came for the what? Oh, triple kill for May and Asia to finish off the last one.
Ori trying to go for the 2K. He's going to do about 50% of damage to that player over there. Tanks creeping up here. Flashbang out, finds one, gets the other one. About to go for another 3K. And he's going to be able to do it. Has 2 3Ks in a row here for Mr. Tanks.
They're looking back and forth. Uri just missing him. Oh, gets the quick flick. And you were talking about that flick. Just look at that. Look at that to the face.
Yeah. It's a 2 versus 2, and the bombs have planted. Atheno trying to go ahead and increase their lead back to 3. It's all to Prex here to clutch this up, and somehow he's going to be able to do it.
All right.
Orient Legion with their line of sights crossed, but not where they needed to be pointed.
Finaliza o slow. Valier double kill no Albang. Leva mais uma. Kazegudan spray 2 pra contar 15 Valiari. Triple kill pra ele, levando também o Ace, fazendo a trade do Máfia. Vai subindo ali pelo bombe. 2. Conseguiu levar, meu Deus! Deixou ralfado. Algumas utilitárias, Tura acabou pegando o avanço do Henrico, já caiu a primeira kill. Rafa consegue levar o Demarias, double, triple kill pra ele, no meio do caminho, meta um monstro e leva um, sobrando apenas o Fanático, na play pra tentar levar 4. Nossa, que azar, Eros na play, double kill no mesmo spray, ele enfilera, leva Tura e Moon, sobrando 1x1, smocou a C4, fez o clique,
Fez o fake
vai
ali.
Vai pra play, já tem a info.
Nossa,
clutch do Eros, levanta a placa que tem clutch dele.
Olha
Eros
só.
na play. 1x3, ele... Henrico lhe segurou o spray. 1, 2, 3, 4 kills pra ele. Henrico lhe atropela a equipe da
Meu
Surge.
Deus do céu.
Poxa.
Tem razão. Mas com certeza seria uma ajuda, né?
E, com certeza, facilitaria bastante o serviço. Olha o Henrico! Triple kill pra ele, double kill de Eros. Não tá sendo suficiente, meu...
It's a cool animation. I really like watching that circuit little, thing pop up and then it comes out. So props to the animation designers on that animation. We are back here for map number 3. It's dark outside for me. We started this broadcast when it was light outside. Now it's dark. So these teams really putting us through the ringer right now. It is going to be Legacy map number 3, Xenocide versus Elevate. That's going to be our decider. And Warren, like we've said so many times before, it's kind of going to be a toss-up. But right now, Elevate had the momentum. That being said, I think Xenocide will pull themselves together, and I think this will be a pretty close matchup.
I think that it will be close, Mark, but it's really impossible to predict anything. I mean, which Elevate will show up? The real Elevate came to Plaza, and they played great, but I have no idea who showed up against Underestimated on Grounded or who lost so badly on Soar, because that wasn't the real Elevate. We'll have to see on Legacy which version of Elevate comes to play, but if they do, it's going to be close either way because, I mean, Xenocide and Elevate, these teams can play. They can shoot, and God knows everyone has played Legacy for years. One of the oldest maps in the map pool, original map of Critical Ops, and it's just a really tight map. It can be very difficult to take bomb sites. It's the kind of map where you can see a 12-0 first half that leads to a 13-12 victory, or a 12-13 loss. I mean, there's really no way to know what's going to happen.
It's been weird because our games have been either very close or very one-sided, right? We've seen like 13-3s and then we've seen 13-12s. And there's not really like 13-8s or 13-9s. I thought we'd be seeing more of those today, but we haven't really seen those, as much of that. 13-12s and then 13-3, 13-4, 13-6. So those are pretty one-sided games. And I maybe we'll be seeing the first, semi-close match, 13-9, maybe 13-10. I would say that's pretty close. 13-12 is as close as it gets, but we'll be seeing here these teams, and if they join, soon or not, and I think that knife round will be very telling. But we always used to say this map is pretty coalition-sided, but I think Elevate, they've been pretty good. They won on the breach side of Plaza, but regardless, I think Xenocide have been able to maybe come up with some strats and regroup together on what they're going to do here on Legacy.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff we could see. I think the last time we saw a powerful breach on Legacy, a team winning a lot of rounds on the breach side, they were really abusing glass. The fact that you can wallbang all the statues on the B bomb side, it can be tricky. There's a lot of angles when you're in glass that you can be shot from, but there's a lot of little corners that you can wedge yourself into to get, an angle, look for somebody crossing from mid, try to catch out a rotation. And if you move quickly enough, you don't necessarily have to worry about those shots coming from coalition spawn. The rotation's just not there from that long, that quickly. And the coalition does need to stack a good number of players on the A bomb site. There's so many different entrances onto A. You can go from mid, you can go from stairs, you can go from the museum.
Yeah, contrary to that, right, on the coalition side, there's so many places to kind of hide or sit, right? You can sit on top of the bomb site, right, on the kind of like little ledge railing area. You can sit on the bomb site, you can sit on the statue, you can sit up towards top, you can sit over towards, dark area. So there's lots of places, at least for A, and then same for B, right? All the statues are now wallbangable, I believe. So, those are kind of paper thin statues. And, as much as we like to see these players wallbang, on the map of Raid or on other maps, I think it will be interesting to see how much they do on the statues for B bomb site. But either way, we're going to talk a little bit about the clip contest. And once again, we will be doing that giveaway later after this one. This is the last game of the entire night. And so stick around. After this, we will be doing a case giveaway. So not right now, but afterwards. And so, we have the Zuvi top clip contest, right? Download Zuvi. You can just look it up on your app store respectively. And if you're in the circuit, you can upload that top clip from the circuit using hashtag Critical Ops Circuit for a chance to win $200 as well. Chance to win $130 for the casual gameplay. And we'll see here what happens in the Zuvi clip contest. But winners will be announced later in this month as well as next month. But Warren, I'm excited for this one. I think the players are pretty tired at this point, right? Xenocide have played quite a few games today, and so have Elevate. Elevate are now on their 4th game. Xenocide are now on their 5th game. So we will, kind of run through the entire gamut, and I think these teams are excited for tomorrow at the prospect of going towards tomorrow. But what I do really feel bad for is the team that has to go all this length to lose it in a best of 3, and they won't even play in the grand finals, right? I mean, they will get a 3rd place prize, but still, it's not the first place prize, or not even a chance at that first place prize like we've kind of talked about with that, circuit skin and the extra money and the extra cases as well. So I think these teams will be fighting very hard, but I think it's going to be pretty scrappy at this point.
I think it's going to be scrappy. There's just so many factors. There's the map itself of Legacy being such an unpredictable map. There's fatigue. There's certainly lots of fatigue. Even without fatigue, it's getting pretty late. If you live on the East Coast, it's almost 11 o'clock at night. And these players, the ping by region varies. There's been some inconsistencies for some players. Somebody may have to sub in after being on the server for so long. There might be somebody that's got to go to a part-time job or just eat dinner with their family when they visit. So you might not have the same 5 that you've been playing with all day. There's so many things that contribute to this being just an unpredictable game between just teams that are going to have to scrap it out, throw a flash, run in behind it, try to grab a headshot and get that bomb down. And it probably is going to come down to that in many of these rounds.
Xenocide have been playing with the same 5, I believe, all day. And so that kind of shows here. Actually, Eluse has been in the earlier matches, and I don't think Eluse is here for these later matches. But either way, this best of 3, we haven't really seen that many, substitutes from Xenocide. E8, they've actually substituted Agonize for Capo, who did play a significant part in that victory. 15 kills, 11 deaths for Capo. And so maybe that played a... maybe that helped the morale, but I think we're getting into the knife round shortly, ladies and gentlemen. This should be very exciting for us. As we move into Legacy, it is a late matchup, and, this will decide it all. But Legacy being the map it is a pretty closed-off map, right? So the nades, there's not a lot of room for them to fly over the roofs like it is on, Soar or other maps that we've seen. And I feel like while utility is very important on Legacy, there's just less places to throw it that are unique and original and might surprise the opponents because it's been around for so long. And, the map itself has not necessarily had too many changes other than, Subway being removed, RIP Subway. But I think we'll be getting into this knife round war, and this should be pretty exciting.
Yeah, should be great. And obviously, whenever you're on the breach side in Critical Ops, you love to win the knife round, grab a couple breach side round wins off the knife and the anti-eco. And we will see. I suppose I was discussing the pistol round, not the knife round, as the one that you'd really like to win from the breach side. Knife round, if you win it, great. If you don't, really not a big deal. And one of my favorite parts of knife round is pistol shots into the ceiling.
I thought you say one of my favorite parts of the knife round is when they shoot each other. That might be happening, but Xenocide, their tried and true strategy has continued to work. Sit in a corner and wait for them to get impatient and go to you. And Xenocide have perfected that strategy, so they are going to be picking which side they start on. I think they're going to start, actually, on the Coalition side. And I'm wrong. We can see it on our screen, and they're going to start on the breach side. So my predictions are wholly off. I think at this point, you can, as an audience, completely disregard what we predict because we've been wrong quite a few times at this point. We were like, oh, the last 2 games are going to be very close. And we said this game's going to be very close too. They were not close games. The first game was 13-4, and the next game was 13-6. Those are not close games. And we keep saying that these are going to be close games. But Warren and I could be 100% wrong. Either way, we are here to talk about what's happening, not what's going to happen. So let's get right into it. Xenocide and Elevate. Xenocide starting on the breach side, Elevate on the Coalition side. And Warren, just let's sort out their prediction quickly right as the game is going to start. Who do you think is going to win this game?
Oh, I've got to make a prediction. I suppose I can't back out of it. This is hard.
I'm going Xenocide.
This is hard to say.
That's my pick. I think Xenocide are going to win. And let's see if my prediction's right or not. But either way, they're going quick up over towards stairs. And you can see here Capo with his teammates, but they're taking damage right now. And Xenocide now, they're starting to actually take some damage as well. So Elevate, they've kind of switched out, and Xenocide are in a very weird spot. They've all jumped down over towards Spiral. And I think they're going to go back up. Troop now has found a kill onto Josh, and Xenocide are in a slightly disorganized manner trying to find their way up onto the bomb site, maybe over towards A. And Vape does find a kill, but this is a very, very strange pistol round. We have not seen this type of pistol round before, I wouldn't say very often. Clutch does get taken out, and the bomb is going to get planted. I don't think it's in a position to get planted just yet. Isaac just trying to see if he can spot any Xenocide players out. Scott does take down Clone, though, so it evens it out just slightly. And the bomb, will it make its way over towards A or will it try and go over towards B? Vape gets shut down. And so Triton now trying to make a long flank happen. But Elevate now actually slowly pushing themselves over towards mid and maybe even thinking that there's going to be rotation. But with 30 seconds left, I think Elevate are going to predict this A hit. But no, actually, it's going to be that of Annoy. He does find the crucial kill now, and Triton has to make this clutch happen. He only has 11 bullets in his clip. He's going to have to reload eventually. And with this bomb plant down, somehow he gets it. 1 versus 2. Let's see if he can reload this P250. Get some damage. He does find 1. Armor broken, actually, so that's very important for him. This P250, can he do any more damage? He's taken quite a bit already, and he has to get this MR96 kill. He knows that they're coming for him. Missed a lot of shots from both sides right now, and this bomb won't get defused. No, it won't. Can he get this one? Triton, he does have very low amount of ammo, 5 bullets right now, but they're both so low. Triton, can he get this kill? No, Isaac will run in with the XD and start it off with a bang. These pistols have been just so close and Elevate. They started off 1-0. Wow. I love that pistol.
Yeah, Mark, I think that might be the most fun pistol round I have ever seen.
That was all over the place. It literally took us all over the map.
Absolutely. And here's Xenocide. You just called him. Now that Elevate won the first round, I'm going to make my call. I'll predict
Okay, all
Elevate.
right. Making a late call. All right. Just seeing the pistol round. I made my prediction from the start, so, you know, there was no skimping there. Capo, though, he finds 1 kill. Can he get another? Clone finds 2. And Troop finds another. So, yeah, they are very quickly taking apart Xenocide. And that is 5 kills in the matter of 30 seconds. And now we move on to round 3. Xenocide have the money to buy clutch. Oh, he buys that U ratio. We'll see where he goes. I think he's going to go over towards mid. Maybe try and get an early peek over towards top. Or even just a news pick, but Bomb will get left behind, so he's going to lose a few seconds, crucial seconds actually, on the other peak. And no one from Elevate actually has any snipers, so he's not going to be faced with another sniper over towards top. Going to be a spread out Elevate play here on the defense.
Yeah, Xenocide already known today for very, very, very slow breach-sided rounds, and if there's ever a map where you see a slow breach, it's this one. Is Clutch ever going to see somebody in front of his crosshairs? He's repositioned. Now smoked off. You know, by the time that smoke fades, there's only going to be about 25 seconds left in the round. Isaac more than ready for this mid push.
Flashes come out. Xenocide don't have much time to make a push now with only 25 seconds left. They're going to make their way on over towards A, I believe, but 5 versus 5, and Clutch finally finds the first frag with 20 seconds left in this round. What a slow round Xenocide are playing, and they're going to have to make their way on out. Josh does find another kill as well, and it's going to be down to Capital to deny it, but he can't do that at all, and now Isaac left alone. Xenocide going back to their roots, going back to what worked, these slow breach-sided rounds, these late rounds, once again, catching Elevate off guard. Isaac does find 1, but he will get shot from behind. And a classic Xenocide round, waiting till the last moment to strike. They're one of the few teams that have really, I wouldn't say perfected, but getting really good at mastering that tactic.
4 of those 5 kills, the last 4 kills of the round, were all headshots, which shows you just how deadly Xenocide can be when they strike, when they make their move. And Xenocide can have great utility, but in a lot of these situations, it's simply not tactical. They just walk in, shoot, and hit their shots.
Sometimes that's what you need, though. Sometimes you don't need all the nades, and you just need to out-aim them. But when you can't see them, you can't aim on them. So, you have to wait for this smoke to dissipate. You can see there, Clutch really trying to just jump over the smoke. Try and find any damage he can. He does take a little bit of damage, about 25. Oh, actually right up. Oh my god, okay. Clutch. He's glad he had a helmet there. Capo won't survive that sniper shot to the dome, but Clutch had perfect aim. Or Capo had perfect aim on the Clutch's head. What a shot. And now Xenocide once again taking it slow. 45 seconds left on the clock. Xenocide still not really making a move yet. I think now they're going to slowly start to make on over towards A. But Troop now smokes himself off, tries to rotate back out, and he's trying to play around the smoke. He does do good damage on the Clutch and on the Josh. But will they get this bomb plant down? It should be successful for them. He's been spotted out over towards top, though. Troop does find a kill on Noi. They could make this happen. They're getting kills left and right, and they've gotten 4 kills now, just down to Scott. The 1 versus 3. He has to clutch it out, and he's sat in the corner. If he gets this lineup, he does get the lineup crucially, and he can't turn around to get Troop in time. Elevate, get round number 3, but Scott tried his damnedest to get that. The double kill where they lined up. What a set of kills there, but Troop stops it right at the last moment.
And really a great retake. Almost failed regardless because of those heroics, but when it was time to move back onto the A bomb site, it was boom, 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 boom. 3, 4 kills right away to make that possible. Clutch, despite losing the round, buys right back into the U ratio. One thing I like that Clutch is doing, despite how slowly Xenocide is playing these rounds, he doesn't camp those double doors for too long. You'll see him stay there, usually for about 30, 40 seconds. Then he moves up into news. He changes his angle. He still looks for the shot. And here he goes now to the bar with the bomb. He's not going to hang out all day hoping for the only shot available. And here we've got a minute left in the round, so I imagine we've got about 30 seconds before anything happens. Capo on a U ratio as well.
Yeah, and once again, a very slow round, a classic Xenocide round. As we'll see here. What ends up happening? 25 seconds, Xenocide are making their way on over towards top. And the defense from Elevate are still here, but Triton doesn't get that first kill. And Clone, they're going to erupt here onto this A bomb site, but Clone almost lines up 3 of them. Will they get the kill? Capo finds 1, and this might be a little too late. As that nade tries to slow him down, Scott does get that crucial kill to allow them to maybe even get this bomb plant, but no. I think they're finally, he's going to have to go for this one. Scott does not have enough time. And Elevate finding success here, and he gets the kill on the Scott after time as well. Isaac, very well done there. Picks up the U ratio at the last moment too. What a hectic round. Elevate able to take advantage of Xenocide's own lateness. Xenocide have been good at taking these rounds late, but Elevate have been stronger.
Yeah, Elevate doing a great job holding off these pushes. And I've got to say, Xenocide winning rounds on the breach side. At this point, well, now they're rushing stairs with utility. I was going to say, these late pushes that are so entirely reliant on fast, crisp aim.